random one. We've had mass flooding where I live, so I've got the day off. I'm jumping in the landy. I'm gonna take a drive out. If there's anyone stuck, anything like that, I'll see if I can do anything with it. If not, what I'm gonna do is just get some drone footage or something like that. So it's one of them. I've got the vehicle, I may as well use it, haven't I? Right, so the police have got most of the road shut off now. I've just come down the little back kind of lanes and stuff over the canal bridges, and wow, the water level's still mega high. Looking on it, they've got some farmers out in the front end loaders, big front end loaders, and they're just filling the bucket up with people's stuff and just running them out, so that's awesome. I'm just going to get a bit of footage up on the bridge, and then from there I'm going to go a bit further into it and see if there's anybody that's stuck or anything like that. Right, so we've had a drive round. I say we, I'm on my own. It's the royal we. Been all over the place. Everywhere where there's any substantial amount of water, there's police everywhere, with just cars across the road. Even the footpaths they've taped off and everything. I'm just parked up with the news crews and stuff now, but there's nothing happening. They've got everybody out that needs to be out by the looks of it. There's the farmers in the big tractors that it makes this look like a pissy little toy, do you know what I mean? So there's nothing really to do here. So the worst bit is as well, you can't even get up and get the drone up or anything, because anywhere where you can park, it's just rammed with people having a bit of a nosy, which it doesn't happen often. But I mean, one thing I take away from this is, I mean, everybody says, oh, why do you need this and why do you prep and why do you do that? And it's like, it's plain and simple. I live in somewhere where I got my first Land Rover in the first lot of floods where I live, and it's a big eye-opener, you know, when you can just drive round, get through it, get a bow wave going, it's over your bonnet and stuff, but there's other people that genuinely need rescuing in dinghies and stuff. It gives you that option, doesn't it, that you know you can get your family out, you can get where you need to go, it's big enough that you can get a load of kit in it, you can go back and help other people. It gives you options, so it's just something to bear in mind. You know, you get these people that say, you don't need this and you don't need that, and it's like, yeah, I don't most of the time. I don't need a spare wheel, but I carry one. And then I've got a spare wheel in case the spare wheel breaks, but that's just the way my mind works. So it's just something to, you know, just something to think about. Right, so been for a drive round. It's all sorted. I mean, there's a lot of water about, but the thing is, as much as people complain, the council did put a lot of effort into doing flood defences and stuff, and yes, some streets have flooded, but these are the streets that always flood, so it's no surprise, is it? If you live out that way and you see a lot of rain, be prepared for it, innit? It's so what they've done is, it seems to be all the farmland that gets it. When the river gets up to a certain point, they'll let it out in a certain area. Where I live, it's a bit of an odd one, because a lot of the farmland's below the level of the river, and what they do is, it's from back in the day, I think it was a Dutch guy called, oh, it's going to bug me now. Anyway, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Vermeulen came over and he drained all this farmland in return for a percentage of the land. So what he's done is he's put dikes, ditches, everything like that in, then from central pumping points they pump it up into the rivers. So that's why Doncaster floods so much, because the pumps can only work at so much of a rate. I've been down to the pumping stations a few times and you can see the millions of litres of water that they're banging through them pumps. It's impressive, like. So right, bear with me, because we've got a lot of cars coming backwards and forwards here. I've gone down onto the moors where there's nobody about, but there's 1,000,001 cars driving about all of a sudden for some reason. So yeah, that's how they drained it all. So it's no surprise when, like my house is on a big slope, and you can see where the water level used to be, where all the fields are and stuff. So you know, worst case, if there's flooding, it comes up to that line. I live in a 100-year-old house, it's never flooded, so it's kind of a safety thing, isn't it? You do these checks. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to make myself something to eat, because I've come out in a land day. I've got a few little bits that I want to get out there, and yeah, we'll go from there. Pretty much turned into a ridge monkey cupboard that I've got just here. I've stopped pretty much cooking in the vehicle now. Too much condensation, it makes a smell and stuff, so I might just stick the kettle on in the morning. But this little workstation, I can stand up, it's just a nice place to be, and with this kit now, it just works well. So yeah, a few things. Not done mega amounts of videos at the minute. I'm pretty much struggling with time, and the time that I do have spare, it tends to be of an evening. The working away, that's pretty much dried up these days. They can't manage to organise that in a way where I get away now. They just find it easier to send the other lads that can go every day. So yeah, that's knocked on the head. So I'm looking at other options at the minute, because at the end of the day, I need to make my money, don't I? And that's no one else's problem but mine. So that's that one. So what I'm struggling with, I've got a few side jobs that are backing up, but they're all jobs where they're all outside data kind of things. So I don't want to get things wet. So when it's raining, it's knocked on the head, and when it's dark, it's knocked on the head. So yeah, they're backed up. So I'm just not getting out at the minute. Shouldn't be an issue though. But yeah, I know people like these videos. So to the Patreons, thank you very much for your patience. The sticker people that I use, they've disappeared. Managed to find another sticker person now, so I've got loads of stickers in. So that's what people were waiting for. So I've packaged most of them up yesterday. They'll be sent out this week, so you should have them in no time at all. If you have been waiting for any period of time longer than a few weeks for your hats, stickers for the people on Patreon on the higher tiers, please let me know, because I've got a new way of doing it, because I'm crap at admin, that kind of thing. I'd never make a salesman. I'll stick to working with my hands. So get in touch on that one. And again, a huge thank you, because it's an odd one. I do this as it's like a hobby, but people are wanting better and better videos, and they appreciate the better videos, but it means buying more and more kit. So the people that do pay in the pot, it means a hell of a lot. You know, it's very humbling that people like it that much. Do you know what I mean? So I'll just get this fired up. Yeah, just gonna make a bacon sarnie, and yeah, have a bit of a waffle. So we've got the meat coming up. For those of you that have not seen it, I have done a previous video on the meat, so you can't say that you didn't know about it. It's been on Instagram, all over Instagram, Facebook. There's a Facebook event, and like I say, I've already done a video on it. There's going to be, what I'm trying to get is a few different areas where, because people have their own little Facebook groups and their own little groups of mates and stuff like that. So there's going to be a little bit of a van life camp for all the people that like to rock up in the vans and stuff. There's going to be the bug out lads. There's going to be the original Camp Shaky lads. There's going to be Rat Pack, they're going to be there. They're going to have their own camp. Essex Overland, they're going to have their own camp. So if there's people out there that want to all camp up together, just let me know, and we'll work it in and make sure you all get to camp together. Again, there's always someone that whines about the price, but I don't think a tenner a night's over bad for camping. Especially when, you know, there's things that you're going to take into consideration with. Not everybody wants to have the grass all chewed up this time of year, do they? Ready for the next season. So swings and roundabouts. If you want to come. If you don't. Take it or leave it, innit? It's not like I'm making millions of pounds out of it and all the rest of it. It costs me money to buy the event shelter and to take time off work and to keep going out and checking places. So yeah, your call. But like I say, it's the internet, innit? And there's always someone that wants to whine about something, but that person never actually does anything for anybody anyway, so I always find it amazing. Yeah, so we've got the meat coming up. It's a Doncaster postcode, but it's not really Doncaster, it's North Lincolnshire. Have a look at it if you're about. There's the van life crew coming. They're all coming down. Gonna get them a nice area by the entrance in case it rains a lot and what have you, so they can get in and out easy. I'll have a tow vehicle on site if people need pulling or if they get a little bit stuck in the soft grass and stuff. Yeah, it's going to be a good mix. There's going to be the bushcrafters, the preppers, the van lifers, the people who just build the vehicles, people who just like to do a bit of camping. With stuff like this, one, it's a good test because it's winter, it's going to rain, it's going to be cold, you know, it's you can use your gear, and I always look at these meets and see who comes and, you know, if they've got a bit about them. And if you're new to it as well, it's quite a safe one, because if you're unsure of something, everyone's dead friendly. It's not like you're going to go to a field and not know anybody and not be able to talk to someone, because the whole point of these is, you know, you have a walk round, you say hello to people, you look at the setups and stuff, and you have a bit of a chat, don't you? You can see what works for other people, you can take it on board and see if it works for you. You can ask advice. What I'm going to do is I've bought one of them parachute event shelter things. So I'll set that up. We've got a communal fire. Please bring wood, because it's going to be cold and wood disappears fast. So don't think I'll be having a big fire off my own back, because wood's not cheap these days. So bring wood. If you want to stand around a warm fire, make sure you contribute to it. And yeah, just come and have a brew or a beer or whatever you want to do, and just have a chat to the lads. It's definitely a community thing. And what I want to do is this is the tester. I mean, so far there's probably about 100 confirmed vehicles coming. So, and then there's another 70 or 80 maybes. And this is the kind of draw that it's got in the middle of winter. So if I start doing these in like spring and at the end of summer as well, it's going to be a lot of people that come to see it, and it's really nice that there's that many people that actually want to come and say hello. Oh, let us know your opinion. I'm getting to the point now where the channel's getting enough views and things where I've got companies asking me if I'll do reviews and stuff on them. I'm not a review channel. I'm not going to start doing reviews. However, what I do like doing, because I'm nosy, is I like messing with bits of kit that I haven't had before, or new kit, or things like that. And it's one of them things where, do you want to see it? Because they're offering this stuff just to put it out there for their own advertising, and the ones that have got a bit of a, you know, the business savvy, they know that it's a great source of advertising, isn't it? Because they get a lot of views on it. So should I get more of this gear that they're offering and put it in, test it, and proper real world test it, not one of these showy kind of, you sent it to me for free so I'll blow smoke up your arse, because I will insist that, you know, if they want to put it in my hands, that it gets used properly and it's an honest review. So if you've got good gear, you'll have no kind of qualms or no issues with that, will you? If you've got crap gear, you're not gonna, you know, it's not gonna, well, you're just not gonna show it, are you? You're gonna be embarrassed about it, and you'll see a lot of these. I've noticed them anyway. I think it's because I look for them, and you can see YouTubers that have got stuff for free. I've seen the kit and I've used the kit, and it always makes me smile when you see them on Facebook and stuff saying buy this, knowing that they got a big discount or one for free. I get it, it's business, but I just find it amusing, because it's all that happens is those people that you're saying buy it, they buy it, then it doesn't work well for them, and then they hate you. And I hate doing that, because one thing I've noticed, and quite a few of the lads have mentioned it, about the fan base that I've got and the people that watch these videos, and I have got an awesome set of subscribers that very, very, I'd say, loyal. You know, you all put a comment on there. You all have a little bit of a thing in the comment section on the Facebook group and stuff like that. And you look at some of the bigger channels and they just don't have that. So although I'm only a smaller channel with like 15,000 subscribers, there's a lot of interaction there, and that's something that I do appreciate a lot, because it's I think if I didn't have the interaction and that constant people come on, they watch the videos, they comment, I think I'd just bin this off, to be honest. Tell you what, let's stick a brew on. If you're wondering what this gear is, if you've been on the channel a while, you'll have heard me go on about it for ages, because I just like the stuff. If you don't know what it is, it's Ridge Monkey. It's originally fishing gear, and I've noticed since I've started using it, more and more people on camps are using it, because it's that awesome trade-off between quality and price, but the the qualities and the technology is higher than the price, so it's really good value for money, I think. And it's yeah, I bought quite a lot of it recently. I think the reason I like it is everything's square and it all folds down well. I'm guessing because fishermen have to carry the kit quite far in, so everything's compact, nice, modular kind of, do you know what I mean? Well, I tell you, this is the busiest lane in the world today. Another car coming. I'm literally on the moors down a private road. At least they're all friendly. Yeah. So coming up, I'm gonna get the meat out of the way. That's priority. Then after that, got a couple of woodlands to have a look at. Gonna get some back to basics camps again because everyone seemed to love that. And get the burgeon out. I'm gonna take the Land Rover with me this time because I'll be able to get it in, get the awning out, put the filming gear under there, and then set up the basic gear to one side. So I'll be able to film it a lot better. So yeah, some more basic kit. And try out a few bits and pieces. There's because it's dark and it's winter and stuff, gonna look at some probably battery bank type stuff, torches, what else do people use a lot of in winter. Gonna see if I can get some different tarps, awnings, things like that. Just get it out there because I'm interested in the stuff. Yeah, so I was gonna do a bit of a video on budget versus kind of mid-range solar, but I started filming it and it's pretty much common sense. I mean, it's the easiest stuff in the world to fit. You've got a pos and a neg off the panel that goes to a pos and a neg on the input of your controller. From there you've got a pos and a neg that goes down to your battery, to the pos and neg. It's simple. You don't need someone to show you how to fit that, do you? There is a little bit like the way you mount it and things, which that's handy to see a few options, but you can see how I've done it. The other side of that would be, yes, there is a difference. I got a flexible solar panel years ago, and I know there'll be a keyboard warrior out there. I've had it before. That's the incorrect angle. You'll damage your solar panel if you fit it to the front of your vehicle because of stone chips and this will be someone that drives a Corsa or something that's telling someone that's had the solar panel on there years with no issues that they're going to have issues, which I always find hilarious. So yeah, that's the reason I put it there, is panel on top, gets the sunlight, middle of summer. Woo. You've got the panel on the front, which a lot of the time you're not going to get the greatest out of your solar, but when it comes to this time of year, because we're so high in the North Hemisphere, 3 months of the year flat solar doesn't really get anything, whereas I can park this vehicle in and still hammer it in, and that's when I need it the most, when it's winter, when I've got all my lights on for quite a few hours a day, when I've got the fridge going, when I've got the night heater going. That's when I need to be accumulating electric. So unless you've got a system where they're on the roof and they pivot up, which it will get it eventually, but I'm not made of money, so that'll come when it comes. That's the option that works for me. The panel that I've got, it's a new generation of marine ones. So rather than having like the glass shiny surface, which is awesome for keeping clean and things, but it also reflects a lot of the light, which kind of defeats the object of having the thing. So this one's got like a matte dull black surface and it sucks light from nothing. It really does. So yeah, that's why I've gone for that, and I don't have to go into the mass of it, it just works. It's like now, the sun is over there, so towards the rear of the vehicle. I've just had a look, I'm getting half an amp out of a 100-watt panel when the sun's not even facing it, just from the light that's about. So I can't fault that. Right, so I'm going to tidy up now, and I'll start to get back because it's Sunday. But just while I'm on it, a thank you to Darren, the Urban Motorhome. Thanks for putting it out there about the meat and stuff, putting it on your channel, because without you, probably a lot of the van lifers wouldn't have known about this, mate. So appreciate that. And I seen this morning as well, Gadget John put it on his channel as well. So really appreciate that. Because it's one of them things, isn't it? It's all these people have got an audience, haven't they? And it'd be nice to get a few of the different communities together. It's also nice to have other YouTubers now. Found with the van lifers, they're a lot of them. They're a lot more helpful, you know, rather than you've got some of the other YouTubers and stuff where they seem to see other channels as a threat, which is it's a bit weird. I mean, you've seen how I recommend smaller channels and stuff like that, who I watch, just to try and build them up a bit. Because I don't get like the bigger channels or the more original channels to when I started, and they will not help you out or shout you out or do anything where you'll grow. It's like they're threatened or something. It's a real strange setup. Whereas I kind of look at it as it's like. With the channels that I shout out and try and help out and give advice and things like that, if they pass me, so be it. Hopefully they'll get a big audience and they'll give me a shout out back. That's the way it should be, but no, it's very odd, but I do appreciate the van life lot, because like I say, they'll help each other out. They're very good. Yeah. I do notice it, because there's people on the channel, even subscribers. I mean, you got like Big Boy Frank from Texas. He's on every single video, and he's turning into a bit of like an urban legend with all the people that read the comments and stuff, and he gets noticed. You get the same people that comment, and I'm terrible with faces, names, you know, putting one channel. When someone comes up at a meet, you'll see the confused faces trying to work out the conversation and everything. So please bear with, because it's just so much to take in. If you come to the meet at the end of the month, please let me know who you are and all the rest of it, or show me the thumbnail or whatever, because I don't want to be rude to you. It's I do appreciate you. I think that's the difficult thing as well with oh, that was it, yeah, with social medias and stuff. Still got people sending me friend requests. I don't know why, because I think I'm quite open with saying don't bother doing it, because I don't collect friends on Facebook. If you look on there, I've got a load of people that I grew up with and stuff, but there's not many other people apart from people I talk to regular. Just saying hello to someone once at a meet doesn't mean I'm going to put you on Facebook and show you all my pictures of me when I'm falling over drunk or something like that from 10 years ago. So you've got the Facebook like page. I mean, don't even message me on Facebook if it's through my personal Facebook, because I will not open them, because it starts pinging, and people don't know when to stop on an evening or a weekend. They don't appreciate your personal time. So if you want to get in touch, just put something in the cupboard. If you do want to get in touch, by all means, get in touch, but do it through. Treat it as if you're talking to a company or something, because I need my downtime too. The like page, there's a direct message on the Facebook like page. You can direct message me on there, or the best one is Instagram, because I'm always on Instagram. Direct message me on Instagram. Neither of them two things pings my phone, and as you can imagine, there's quite a lot of people that want to ask me little bits and pieces and all the rest of it, and it just ping, and it's frustrating when you've got when you've got a personal life and you've spent all day at work, you get home, you're spending your time with your kids, you're trying to get stuff sorted, and you've got someone asking you, which they're all, you know, they're usually legitimate questions or things like that, but we're going to bear in mind is I'm probably tired and had enough and ready for bed. I don't want to be blunt with someone because they keep pinging and pinging and pinging. So just please, I am human. And like I say, if you do it on the mediums, I'll just open it and reply to it as and when. So yeah, that's awesome. Oh, that's good coffee. Ready for that. I had too much wine last night. Yes, I was drinking wine. The missus got some nice wine in, and I sat up watching films for far too late. Now my head hurts. I'm going to do some more of them what makes the best bug out vehicles as well. What I'm going to do, because I've done loads of Land Rovers and stuff, I'm going to look for I want to do some lorries, so like the Just Escape lorries, that kind of thing. That'd be awesome. And for the, what do you call it, the busy sleigh never. Oh, this is going to be cut and short. So yeah, I want to get something different to the Land Rovers now, so I'm going to look at either the larger stuff like the DAFs, and I'm also going to look at like capable vans. So it might only be a two-wheel drive van, but a two-wheel drive van with a locker and all-terrains and a winch is still going to get places. So yeah, I want to have a look at something like that, and maybe a setup where it's just very, very low cost, simple kind of, you know, under £1,000 kind of setup would be ideal. So yeah, they're on the list too. It's I just need to find the people that'll play ball and get on it. I've got also I've got some businesses that I want to film that either make things, or because I want to show the other side of it is we all buy this stuff and we all see it in the shops, but I want to see if I can get some bits where show the bit behind what you don't see as well for the community, because I always find that interesting. Yeah, a bit later on, but yeah. So what I think's happening these days is everyone's getting more and more internet based. You just see something you like, you click on it, next thing it's at your door. That's the end of it, and people are losing that personal touch with, you know, when you used to go to a shop, you deal with the same person. If there was any issues, you go back, you have a word, it gets swapped, everything's brilliant, but everyone's trying to undercut everybody, you lose that personal touch. So what I want to try and do is put that back, put the faces to the companies, and then at least you know kind of who you're dealing with when you're on an email, or you know when you're just buying something randomly online. So just a thought. So there's a few manufacturing places, there's a few suppliers, things like that. A few people that put the vehicles together as a proper legit business, not just like me doing it on my drive, and it's just, I find it interesting. So if you like the sound of that, let me know, and that's another option for a few videos. So yeah, we'll go from there. As well as that, just as a little bit extra, I think Woody Wood Prepper, you know, the wood burning stove thing that I've got, the folding thing, I think he's bringing a couple to the meet. So I don't know if you get in touch with him, or first come first serve, because I think he's only got 2 of them. So yeah, that's that one. See how we go from there. Let us know what you're thinking. As always, like, share, subscribe, comment, all that usual social media jazz and stuff, and I'll love to see a lot of you soon at the meets. And like I say, if you're not overly sure, just make sure you bring plenty of dry gear, plenty of warm gear, and yeah, I'll put the communal area on. You're welcome to come over, have a chat and all the rest of it, and there'll be the little camps of all the other Facebook groups and stuff like that, and I'm sure they'll be more than willing to give you a hand and say hello and stuff. So I'll see you soon.